Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the hottest comics releasing August 11th, 2021. And also stick around after, because since it's just such a small week, I will be talking about Free Comic Book Day and the comics that I think are really great choices to pick up if you stop by your local comic book shop this Saturday. I'm going to dive right into my top picks though. So my number one is going to be Batman 89 #1. I have been a huge Michael Keaton Batman fan for a very long time, and I'm sure many of you are. A lot of us really enjoyed those movies growing up, so being able to have a continuation in the comics just sounds so fun to me, and I'm very looking forward to it. It's written by Sam Hamm and drawn by Joe Quinones, and it's pretty much a step back into the Gotham of Tim Burton's classic Batman movies. Batman 89 brings in screenwriter Sam Hamm and artist Joe Quinones to pull on a number of threads left dangling by prolific director. Gotham becomes torn in two as citizens dressed as Batman and the Joker duke it out in the streets. As DA Harvey Dent tries to keep the city together, he targets the one problem tearing it apart: Batman. And he'll get Bruce Wayne's help in taking down the Dark Knight. So I can't wait for this. There is 2 really great covers plus a 1 in 25, so I highly recommend checking that one out. We also have Defenders #1. It's written by Al Ewing and drawn by Javier Rodriguez. And I am really excited for this because we're finally getting some answers all the way back to Marvel Comics number 1000. That had a masked vigilante in it, or masked raider, my bad. And we never really got anywhere after that. So now we're finally diving into this. And when existence itself faces extraordinary threats, it needs an extraordinary defense. That's when you call the Defenders. Doctor Strange and the Masked Raider take a non-team of Marvel's weirdest, wildest heroes on a mission that will uncover the hidden architecture of reality itself. This cosmos was not the first to exist, but if the Defenders can't track Marvel's oldest villain through the deepest trenches of time, it may be the last. So I really like some of these covers. The Peach Momoko in particular really surprises me. I really like that Silver Surfer. But overall, I cannot wait. Al Ewing does some great jobs on very cosmic comic books. So very looking forward to this. Also, Star Wars High Republic Adventures Monster Temple Peak #1. This is a new High Republic comic, and I mean, High Republic is still pretty hot. Everyone is still up on the rise for it. Everyone's still really excited for Star Wars. And what's more important is that there could always be new characters that could be introduced into movies, TV shows later on. So this would always be a great picking up point for a #1. Follow former Jedi turned Saber for Hire monster hunter Ty Yorick in her first comic appearance in this all-new High Republic miniseries. Ty is a brave yet superstitious monster hunter traversing the galaxy with XL03 and her trusty rune stones, fighting the deadliest monsters on any world. After dealing with an escaped Druid being transported to the Republic Fair, Ty heads to Lorth, where local pioneers have tasked her with taking on the fearsome Gretlix that terrorizes them. She takes the mission but can't shake the feeling that something is amiss with the Force. So, very interesting. If you're really into Star Wars comics, I highly recommend picking this one up. Now, time for our series shoutouts. I don't have too many this week, but there's 2 in particular that really piqued my interest. Starting with a new Behemoth comic, Cinnamon #1. It is a miniseries drawn and written by Victoria Douglas, and I love cats. I love all animals in particular, but when there is a particular, animal in favor of a comic, I tend to lean towards that. Bitewing in particular, Nightwing is like my favorite moment right now. I love him. I love her, my bad. But Cinnamon, on the other hand, is just your perfectly ordinary average house cat, at least until we get a glimpse of the world through her eyes. Countertops become skyscrapers, cat toys become biker gangs, and perilous giant robots rampage on the daily. Get drop-kicked onto the action-packed streets of Big Kitchen City as she fights the dark forces that dare to keep her from her favorite treat, catnip. So I just find it super funny, cute. I really like the covers. I like how it's like this average day house cat, but in her eyes, she is just like the most baddest, toughest, creature there is. So I'm very looking forward to that. Also, a new Aftershock comic, Campsies #1. And this is written by James Patrick and drawn by Marco Licati. And they did the previous Aftershock book called Kaiju Score. hopefully this one ties into the next Succession that is supposed to come out for We Live. So really looking forward to this one. I cannot wait. We also have Suicide Squad King Shark, written by Tim Seeley, Brian Azzarello, and drawn by Scott Collins and Alex Maleev. This one definitely has 2 Suicide Squad stories in it. It has the Suicide Squad King Shark that will be releasing later on this year, and it also has Suicide Squad Get Joker that just released this last Wednesday. So this one I think is a hot choice just because the newest movie came out and King Shark was a lot of people's favorites. King Shark is a really great addition, and the fact that they're having this comic based off of him is really cool, and I honestly can't wait to read more about King Shark. Hopefully he is the main center attention in this book, and I have already read Suicide Squad Get Joker, and that was a really interesting one as well, but unfortunately if you've already picked it up this last Wednesday, there's no real point to reading it again for Free Comic Book Day. However, again, I still think and really am excited for the King Shark storyline. We also have SpiderMan and Venom, and this one is going to dive deeper into the new creative team for the Venom series. I mean, Al Ewing and Ram V with Brian Hitch is going to be doing the new Venom series, and we don't exactly have too much information on it just yet, so I cannot wait to see what they have in store for us. If they have anything in store for us, I'm sure they do. And, you know, I'm really looking forward to it. The Venom ones are always really fun in my eyes. Spider-Man and Venom. I mean, kids really like it. Adults really like it. I think it's a great choice for everyone. We also have Avengers and Hulk, and this one is going to be written by Donny Cates and Jason Aaron, drawn by Ryan Otley and Yvonne Coelho. And this one focuses a lot on Donny Cates' next big project, his Hulk series run. And I am really looking forward to this because he not only has Thor, but now he has Hulk. And those are the 2 really big powerhouses in Marvel's field right now. So anything Donny Cates touches in Marvel really seems to please everyone. It pleases the fans, it pleases the readers, it pleases the speculators. So, I mean, this one definitely seems like a easy choice for your go-to for Free Comic Book Day. Again, everyone loves Avengers and Hulk, so I'm sure that one will be a surefire win. And last but not least, I have Red Room on here by Ed Piskor. And Red Room to me is like one of the comics I think about all the time. I am always like, why did I read this? How did I read it? What am I getting myself into? Like, I can't even. But this Free Comic Book Day one is like 33 pages of brand new content for Red Room, and I am really looking forward to that. They keep introducing these new characters that have been on the dark web and all this interesting things, so I cannot wait. This one in particular looks like it is working on cartoonist kayfabe, so I can't wait to see what else he has in store for us in this crazy gore-filled comic. So, those are my top choices for Free Comic Day. There is so many more Free Comic Day titles, though. Go ahead and check those out online. They have tons of them that you can look at. And, I mean, please go to your local comic book shop and support them this weekend on August 14th, because I'm sure plenty of them are going to have additional sales with the free comics, and it would just really help all of our small businesses out, and I really would appreciate it. So I just want to say thank you all, and I can't wait to see you here next time. Have a great day.